Okay, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. So it's huge now, isn't it? We're going to prepare for the next winter, really. We've got 1,500... Oh, we've got 2,000 odd buckwheat to get us through, and also we've got 1,700 potatoes. And we can see if we can do some trades for anything else. We should be alright. People are going to complain a little bit about lack of food variety, but once we're up and running next year, we're going to be fine. We've got a new cow shed here, and we'll just paint down the field in front so it's ready. There we go. And what have we got? So we've got 12 in that cow shed and 14 in that one. So we're doing very nicely on the cow sheds. What we want to put in now then is a slaughterhouse, and I think, I mean, we could have a slaughterhouse up here, or we could just like have back-to-back or face-to-face cow sheds going in a row, in which case we would want, yeah, this cart park works quite well for this area. We'll just put another couple of carts on order. Have we got any, oh, we've got 2 carts there, and there, and there, brilliant. Okay, so we can put another cart on order at each of these places as well. And I don't know what the wear and tear, I don't know how that's calculated, if every time it's used it gets a bit of wear, or if that's just working out over time. If it's usage, then that's fine, but if it's just on time, then that's a bit, they would get worn out quite quickly. Let's just go full request for these guys, and this one, and we're going to have loads of carts everywhere. I think we could do with a cart park around this area. Let's get going, let's get through this winter then. We've still got some fishing going on. No dry fish here, so we could do dried fish as well. And get some salting, so we've got plenty of salt, 3,800. Loads of charcoal to go. Got some sunflower oil that we can trade. And look, we're starting to use up the potatoes. They're going to the markets. We've got loads of iron. Oh, we've got a trader come in. Let's see what you've got. We could do with a bit of food. Salt, lime, cow, dried fish. We've only got 27 in the bank, so let's see what we can get for that. We can get 180 eggs. Let's do it. Sorry, 180 dried fish. Let's do it. And I wonder if we can get any more money. So what we could do is pay everyone a little bit less, because we will have a bit of a money problem soon. So the salaries last year were 2,300. The sales plus the rent was about 2,550. So yeah, we're making a small profit each year in good times, and even more this year with local sales, 2,600, with salaries remaining about the same. So we're doing very well in normal times when we do have plenty of food and stuff. What I'll be doing is, this farm up here is ready to roll. In fact, this field, let's put to the front of the queue. God, speed up the game. Remember, it's the end of November that all the snow comes, so we've got a little bit of time for our fishing people to get out there. And yeah, look, we've got quite a lot of buckwheat in there with our animals. Let's put the limit down to 4. Let's build a slaughterhouse. We'll do the slaughterhouse up here. So we could put it along this way, couldn't we? It's not too far from everywhere else. Let's do that. So we'll just find it. There we go. Here's the slaughterhouse, and we'll lay that down. So if we get a bit desperate for food, we can just kill some animals. I wonder if you can slaughter the horses and eat them. There we go. We'll lay that one down and just put it to the front of the queue. Houses can take a lower priority, because they're just going to bring more people in who want food. Got 45 now, 50 coins, but no more option for dried fish. Okay, it might be that it's a good idea to sacrifice a few cattle, because we've got so many cows. But we'll see how we get on. What's this? Okay, yeah, they're clearing the field for those logs, and there we go. So this field will activate for next year, and we'll just go in the farm to see the overview. So we've got 2 potato. Got a trader come in, hang on. Ah, they're selling buckwheat. We could do with that, but we've not got a lot of money. We spent about 27, so that means we've got about 19 to go. So we'll go 18, 180 buckwheat for $18. Okay, we're kind of squeezing it all out where we can. I mean, we've got so much buckwheat. We've got 1,200 plus 600, so 1,800 buckwheat and 1,200 potatoes. That's got to be enough to get us through the winter, hasn't it? By the time we get through to the other side, we'll have the fishing. And let's see what our animals are doing. So we're just kind of managing food at the moment. We've got 7 hatchlings and 6 livestock. We've got 2 years worth of food there. So let's say no more food coming on. So we've got enough there already. How many horses have we got? Quite a few horses. So there's no option to slaughter the horses, only to get them ready to be used as a draft animal. But in times of desperate need, I'd say they should let us. People are needing money. Looks like we just had a trade come in, so I think that might be, yeah, that's our dried fish. Brilliant. Okay, so a little bit of a boost. So let's just double check what's happening with the farm. So we've got 2 potato, we've got 1 buckwheat, and then 5 wheat. 2 potato, 1 buckwheat, 5 wheat. Okay, that's fine, but we need to work out what's going on with the rest of the farms. So, which year are we on? We're going to be... Yeah, we're just going to have to test if these are being left fallow this year, which I think they might be. And going back onto the first year, let's see what's happening here. These are on fallow. It's a little bit unclear, so what I'll do is work that out once the new season comes in, and we'll see where the fields are at. We might need to pause the game and then do a bit of admin around these farms. I just want to see how many bulls we've got as well. We've got 1, 2, 3 there, and 1, 2, 3, 4 there. Okay, that's good. Building more houses. So we've built the slaughterhouse. So we'll employ someone there. And if we list... We'll just find a market stall with some space in it. There's no space. Let's have a look at our overall food situation. So we've got 1,600 buckwheat, 790 potatoes. We are producing milk, and we are producing eggs, but they're getting eaten as quickly as we produce them. We did have some dry fish come in, and that will be held at the outpost, but they're all gone. Okay, so it looks like they've been used up, and there's a little bit of buckwheat there that's being used up as well, which is gone. So they're hungry people. We've got 170 people. Can you believe it? It's incredible. I think what we'll do is we'll build another farm, but we don't have to activate it, but it'll give us options, because it might give us a chance to sort out the other 2 farms. Oh. So we'll put it down over here, because we're still near quite a lot of people. Okay, we'll lay it down there, and we'll just expedite that up the running orders. We'll have to think about where we're going to have our population to expand to next as well, because we've got a little area out here. And we could even triple layer these guys, but we're not sure. Wow, look at all this action. We've depleted 2 piles of around 10,000 limestone, and we've got a huge amount in stock there, so let's get rid of one of the men there. And let's just see if we can work out what's happening with this kill now. And I've just seen the developers coming out with a fix. Oh look, not enough food variety? Ooh, that's a bit odd. What is that? It looks like it's burning Burning completed. Oh, okay. So it looks like they've got the wrong label. There we go. Quicklime. Ah, we've made quicklime. So, where's the quicklime going? Let's add something here for quicklime. There we go. We'll go for 20,000. Fantastic. Okay, so it looks like the wagons are... Let's just have a look. 9,432 quicklime. We must have used a good 10,000 limestones. So it looks like a 2-to-1 ratio. Let's build a bridge to go over, because it looks like we're getting through that pretty quickly then. Yeah, there we go. So we'll be able to access those two piles. Although we probably can anyway, this way round. Yeah, look. Oh no. I thought there was someone going to come round. Okay. We've built our farm, so if I just play the game and let's add some fields. Why not? Let's just activate this farm and get a whole load of stuff going. Let's do it. Right, let's activate this field because it's getting in the way. We can change what it's making in a minute. Could do a big field. I don't know what the maximum size anyone's dared to go. Just activate these because the exclamation mark kind of gets in the way of what you can see. Got a trader coming in, so let's check out what he's after, what you can offer. He's offering dried fish, and we've got a bit of money. Let's take a bit of dried fish. We can do probably 40. Nope, let's do more. We can do probably 40 money's worth for 267. It's a deal. They're after buckwheat and shoes. Once we get our production line up and running with shoes, we're absolutely laughing because you can earn a fortune off those. That will really sort out our economy. And we'll just keep drawing these fields. And that way we can have a full complement of fields working. We're not going to worry about those two farms down there. I'll sort them out. And once we've got our oxen and our ploughs, it's a bit of a game changer because instead of having like a 3-year rotation on your fields, you get a 4-year rotation. And you know, I don't know what the percentage is depending on how you work it out, but it's a huge increase. So what we're going to do with these two farms is activate them. Ooh. Go full workers. You've got a manager, you're full workers and a manager. And this big farm actually, it's got lots of fields. So we had on this farm 2 potatoes, a buckwheat and the rest wheat. 3, so 2 potatoes, a buckwheat and the rest wheat, so we've got 5 wheat. If we go 3 more potatoes, that will bring us level with the other farm. And then if we go 4 more buckwheat, that will bring us level, although we're using some smaller fields. Buckwheat. And buckwheat, and let's do some sunflowers, so we can do some sunflower oil, and yeah, we'll work out what's happening here. So we'll be going into a new season soon, and I just need to know when. Okay, so that is fallow, that field, so it's on that year. Yeah, that makes sense. So that's sunflowers. Yeah, so it's going to go over to buckwheat, but there's no nutrition, so that needs to be fallow. There's a little bit of nutrition left and it's fallow at the moment, so that will go to full and it will go over to buckwheat. Okay, good. So I'm going to sort those out. I'm going to do them now, guys. I'm sorry, but you're going to have to put up with a bit of boring admin because if I just keep playing through, we're going to get into planting season. So I may as well. Let's do this farm first. So we've done these 2. That needs to be fallow. That is fallow, so it's going over to potatoes. That's fine. That is fallow and it's going over to buckwheat. That is fallow and it's going over to wheat. That's fallow. So this farm we did quite early on, didn't we? And I'm happy with that. That works fine. We just didn't quite do this farm, I don't think. So that was buckwheat, and it's going to go over to potatoes. Now potatoes, we've got a lot of red and a little bit of green. Yeah, potatoes will take that, so that's fine. And then it will go fallow, and then it will go around again. We've done wheat, and then we're going on fallow. Yeah, that's right. We've done wheat, and then we're going fallow, yes. And then after fallow, we can do anything we like. So let's go potato, for example, and then after that fallow, we'll go... oh no, we want to go with buckwheat, don't we, with wheat. Now, so we've got a big blue and a little green. No, we don't quite have enough for anything else, so yeah, that must have had sunflowers on or something, or who knows what. Oh, it's potatoes. After potatoes, we're going to be fallow, and then the opposite of potato is going to be buckwheat, isn't it? Wheat, buckwheat. We've got planned in potatoes. Yes, that's going to work. And then fallow. Okay, right, yeah, I'm happy with all the farms. And let's play. There we go. You'll never get that time back. But it has to be done sometimes. Right, anything else to... No, we're fine. How much iron have we got? 500 iron. Could do with a bit more iron. Shall we see what we can get for, like, 50 money? There we go, 420 iron, that'll do. Okay, so everything's thawing out. We've only got one family moving out so far. We've still got loads of buckwheat. And we've run out of potatoes, so we are getting a bit light on food. But we should be fine. We're going to have like four farms active. But we do have 168 people. So let's limit all of our workers to 10. This is exactly where it comes into play. In fact, if we do 8, that should help us limit everyone. And then let's go up here and limit them down to 8. And limit you down to 8. That should mean that every farm gets someone. So this will be a really interesting experiment, because we've suddenly gone big on the farms, like really big. And if we can get through to the right season, where we're harvesting an absolute ton of food, we're going to be sitting pretty for a very long time. So this is our big gamble now. Everyone's fed up with the lack of food, but they're staying. They're kind of putting up with it, because we're fishing, and we're giving them dry fish. We're giving them a little bit of eggs. We've still got buckwheat, and we're giving them milk. Look, they're just about happy with that. That's almost enough. We've got almost full workers at that farm. We've almost got full labourers at that farm. They're done, they're planted. And these guys are planted as well. Nice. Okay, I think that's working very nicely. I like the in-game tools of limiting the number of labourers. And in fact, we did that here, didn't we? So, yeah. See all that 8,000 quicklime? If we had the number of labourers increased, or not selected at all, they'd have kept all the labour and would have struggled to plant everything. So we can activate the lime works and start making quicklime, because look, we've got it all in stock. We've got 1,800 there and loads there. So we'll start that production line. We just need cow skins, and we can start the tanning process. So we've got 15 there. Oh wow, 13 there. Look at all that milk. We're making a lot of milk. So we're just unloading 10 milk from there. Tempted to put some cows in here. So if we put our oldest cow over here, and then go with our second oldest cow, and then go with our oldest bull that's 2 years over there, or 6 years over here. Let's get our oldest. So we've got 2 cows and a bull going over here. Oh god, we didn't employ anyone to bring in food. Quick, 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 quick. Bring in food and water. Go, go, go. Quickly. Don't want to kill them. There we go. We've got some people moving in to work. And they're just going to go and get some hay and some water. There we go. We've got water. Give them some hay. There we go. We've got hay. Okay. Phew. There we go. We'll just put them down to 2 workers. I mean, 1 worker's probably enough, right? Let's see if 1 worker's alright here. Yeah. Let's just bump them down to 1 worker each. Because they've got everything so close to them. We could probably do with another well, just in case people nearby start nicking the water. It's better to be safe than sorry. What we do need is a well near each farm. So we've got one there. We'll do a well here, because once we start giving them oxen, they need to feed the oxen. And that involves water and hay. So we're going to start preparing for that, because we've got so many cows now. We could get to a position where we could start producing some oxen, because you just there's a. There we go. I'll show you in the cow shed. Next to the bull, you just click on the ox button. It makes them an ox. You need to do that to 2 of them. We've only got 4, so we're just going to be careful for now. So you need to do that to 2 of the ox, and then you need to click to order a plough. You need to click this button, supply for oxen, and that means that these workers will start bringing in food and water, so hay and water, and that's why you've always got to keep at least someone employed in the farm over winter, so they can keep supplying the oxen. And look, we've done it. We're getting there with 4 huge farms. And once we've got an abundance of food, we can start putting one of these farms more over to hemp and sunflower, and we'll just do hemp and sunflower exclusively on rotation. Getting short of food, look. Family's out of food. We're holding on. We can do this. So we're starting off our 3rd cow shed, and I know we could have slaughtered cows already and just made do with 1, but the more we expand them, the higher our capacity's getting. And once we pull that trigger and say, right, go on then, let's slaughter them, bang, we've got a huge production line set up. So that's the idea. And as soon as we've done that, we'll be able to start making these horses into what do they call them? So draft horses, a draft animal to be using with a wagon, and we'll have a wagon shed. So we could have another row of cow sheds going along here. That'll look really, really nice. The front's there, and we could put one there. Closer. Put one there, and then just mirror them across. So we'd have 3 altogether, and I think that's probably the extent of what we would need. So a total of 6 cow sheds facing each other. Pretty nice. There we go. We've got carts there. So we've got carts everywhere. We don't have any up near this corner near these farms. We don't have any down there near that farm. So these are our animal farms. So I could create another chicken shed here, which we'll do. And you can start to see the big picture now. Just rotate you around to be in line with the farm. There we go. So we've got our chicken shed. We will build a pigsty. So we're just kind of mirroring the other farm. We'll see what this trader's got. So he's offering live chickens, hemp, metal parts and horses. And he's asking for horseshoes, flour, lime and sunflower. We don't really have anything except for maybe horseshoes. Oh god, everyone's hungry. Metal parts, horseshoes. We can sell you 50 horseshoes, which is going to get us a little bit of money. Deal, 23 money, and there's not really any food there. So what we might need to do is hire someone at the slaughterhouse, which we've done. Maybe slaughter a cow. Let's just play the game and just see where we are. So we've got a lot of fallow fields in that farm. In fact, they're all fallow apart from this one, which is showing sunflower, oddly enough. Which I'm not sure why. It's showing it's sowed. Okay, that's fine. That'll start growing. Wheat, buckwheat. Oh, we're showing hemp down there. That's fallow. So we've got 2 fields active here in this farm. All of these pretty much are active in this farm, and all of these we're going to have a stupendous crop. And these ones up here have grown faster, so they must have been sown quicker. Yeah, how strange. Okay, so it must have taken longer to sow these fields. I think we could probably sacrifice a cow and get a little bit of beef. So what we could do, let's stop selling clothes and just go for beef, and let's sacrifice a cow. We'll just go with a cow, because we'll keep our there we go, and we'll keep all our bulls for breeding. And we'll slaughter our first cow. So that's interesting. Let's go and see it. So one of the farm workers should come here and get a cow. There we go. There we go. Taking the cow over to the slaughterhouse. Interesting. That's a very well trained cow. So the workers led the cow into the slaughterhouse. We've got 200 hides and 100 beef. Interesting. So we could do an experimental part of the production line where we do the tannery. There we go. Let's get a tannery because we've got skins now. We'll put the entrance there next to the slaughterhouse, so they can just go straight in and out. Got families moving out. But so we've got 135 people. We did have 170, but we're quite close with some of these fields, and we've just slaughtered a cow. So we've got a bit of beef coming in. There we go. We're selling some beef, and we've got new families moving into town as well with loads of food. So, and with money as well. It's kind of an advantage sometimes. We've got some families with enormous amounts of money. 123 there. So we should be able to hold the line. Maybe another new family coming in, one moving out. So should we slaughter another cow? Do that one. Lead them to the abattoir. And we've kept people coming in, haven't we? Let's move that house to the back of the queue. That doesn't make sense. And let's go with the tannery at the front of the queue. So we're in July, and some of these crops in these top farms are looking quite good. They're near the end of their growth season, and then they'll start ripening, and then we'll harvest. So there is a little bit of time to go, but quite often we've achieved a harvest at the end of August, and we're nearing the end of July. How are we getting on with our chickens? We could slaughter some pigs, although we've only got 4. Yeah, we kept the limit at 4 as well, didn't we? So we've got 8 eggs there. They'll be collected. And they've got 6 months worth of food. And we're staying stable at about 137 people. And we should be producing quite a few cows now. So, wow, we've got 16 there and 11 there. Let's slaughter some more of these then. We'll do another 2 cows from here. So that's good that we've got those cows up and running. And look, there's that second field. It's got 140 people, so it's slowly rising as we're quietly managing a very low food situation. And look, this crop is getting ready to harvest, surely. Yep, it's nearly ripe. Okay, we may be saved. And then buckwheat is ready and wheat is ready. Yep, and then potatoes are ready as well. Okay, fantastic. That's brilliant news. We survived. We've got 145 people and we're about to do an enormous harvest. This is how we do it. It doesn't have to always be good times. You don't appreciate the good times unless you survive through the hard times. So our people will be very happy. There we go. Harvest is coming in. Anything in the farms yet? Yeah, we've got some potatoes and some buckwheat. Brilliant. And those will be flooding into the markets. And we're going to be sitting pretty for the next year now. And we can start planning out the luxury farm actually for the hemp and the sunflower. And so next year we will be able to have an absolute abundance of things for our oil workshop. And also our weaver's workshop and our tailor's workshop as well. How are we getting on with labourers? Right, let's just slow the game down because we don't have many labourers. They're all going down to this farm. And something strange seems to have happened here because there's not really been any growth. But I think we've been trying to grow wheat with no nutrients. Okay, so let's just... Oh look, you can apply the limits to all. Okay, so you can set like 10 and apply to all. That's interesting. And we'll just set the limits down to 0 for these 2 farms because they're really not a priority. They don't seem to have really cut the mustard this year. And let's do these 2 farms up here. And we'll go slowly because also we'll take some people off some non-critical places. 1 person. We've got 4 in the pigsty. You don't need 4. Yeah, I'll take a couple of builders off as well. You've got 1 on each. We could have someone in the tannery because we just built it. Okay, great. So we should have enough people to do the harvest up here now. There we go, people are arriving. Starting to fill up this farm. Go and bring in the harvest and save our people. There we go, all the complaints are disappearing. Happy days. So what is happening here? So we've just had no growth because we haven't had the right nutrients. So where I thought they were going to go on to fallow, they've skipped to buckwheat, so I'm not sure what happened there. Probably put in the fallow field a bit too late. So potato will be next, which is fine. And then fallow. That was fallow, that was, and that was. And they're trying to bring in some sort of harvest, but there's nothing to it. Next year it's fallow, which is fine. And next year potato. Okay, I think we're on the right course with that. Look at all this harvest going on. Brilliant. And our economy will sort itself out as well with all this extra food to eat and sell. And all thanks to our cows, I think. I think the cows might have kept people alive just till our crops did us. So there's always that backup. We've got 14 left in that shed, 12 there, and these guys are just waiting to have their first babies. Okay, what have we got to say? Oh, look at the offers coming in. Yeah, now you're offering potato. Well, sunflower oil, I wonder if we've got any. Yeah, we've got 100. Sell you 100. For 18. They're offering salt, lime, metal parts, iron, cow and potato. Well, we could go for iron. We always need iron. And we've got 60 shimoles in the bank. so let's go for that. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong bit. 60 money down there gets us about 500 iron, so that's good. How much are we bringing in? So we've got about 700 wheat so far, 400 buckwheat, 300 potatoes, and they're not even part way through the harvest, so that's good. Back up to 173 people. And look, our money's shooting up. Once we have stuff to sell, it's all looking good. So we need to add a bit of rotation on. We only put one crop in, so let's do that. What can we do? We can do hemp next year. So we'll do hemp there. Wherever we've done hemp, wherever we've done potato, we can then do hemp, and then we may need to leave fallow. So I've just done that with those top 3 fields. Where we've had buckwheat, we could do sunflower, we can, and then fallow. So that's a nice rotation. So what was that? Buckwheat, so we can do sunflower and then fallow. Sunflower, we can do the opposite, so we could do buckwheat and then fallow. Buckwheat, we're doing sunflower, then fallow, and then buckwheat, we're doing sunflower, then fallow. Okay, so we've done that farm, and look at everything that's harvested and then waiting to be bought in. It's an enormous amount of stuff. Look at that. Very nice. Let's set up this farm. So potatoes, we could do buckwheat, then fallow. And we'll do this as a food farm. Wheat, we can do something with a lot of blue. Buckwheat, isn't it? Potentially potatoes, but we'll go buckwheat. Wheat, we can go buckwheat, then fallow, and then buckwheat we can go wheat. Wheat, it's then buckwheat. Wheat, buckwheat and fallow. So we're doing all that. Wheat, buckwheat and fallow. Potatoes, we're going for buckwheat. So everything's just flipping over, and hopefully that's a good mix. So though the farm on the right, we've got all luxury goods coming in, and this farm on the left, it's all food. And then these 2 farms will activate next year. So this one down here in the bottom left, they were all fallow, and they will be producing. And this one is kind of a mix on the bottom right. Okay, so I'm feeling a bit more happy about our food situation. We'll just see if we can harvest a few more bits, and actually let's just see what it is. We've got 1600 buckwheat with another 1000 to process, so 2800 buckwheat. Flour's going to start coming in. Potatoes 3700 with another 1600 to process, so wow, enormous volume of potatoes. And wheat 2400. Okay, that's fantastic. We've got a huge amount of food, definitely enough to last us and our animals. How good is that? Building our next row of cow sheds. That's a great place to stop for this episode. Thank you for sticking with me through the hard times, and join me in the next episodes where the good times are going to roll.